What is going on, everybody? Your McLaren Speed Shop World Champion coming at you, and we're back. We got some more law action. This one, the return of Ace. We're doing A to Ace strat, and if you don't know the A to Ace strat, it is very, very strong if you go second. It's hard to do just because of, again, you kind of got to get lucky draws in the beginning, but the idea is if you go second, you can drop Ain, which would boost you to the 5 Don, and then the next turn you'll be at 7, and so you can drop Ace. And with Ace's ability, the minus 3,000 on 2 characters is pretty strong, because depending on the stage of the game and what they have on the board, you can take out 2 characters with that. And then the rest of the stuff, at this point, you know it. Playing around Kid still is the pivotal point here. And then we have the new additions of Shariah and Ray. Kamazo, it's up to you with Kamazo. I feel like it depends who you... Honestly, Kamazo is just like an environment 2K card. So if you're playing up against about a bunch of people that are, I don't know, like leaders, I'd recommend Kamazo against. Obviously, Zoro. Kamazo absolutely shuts Zoro down because you can continuously wipe their field with Kamazo. So if you're playing against a lot of Zoros, I'd recommend Kamazo. Before the bans and stuff hit, I don't know when that's happening. I also think Kamazo is strong against Sakazuki, just because you can, since Sakazuki gets double searchers, they got to get the Tashigi search and the brand new search. So being able to wipe those out so they can't drop Hound Blaze and then attack you multiple times, I think is super strong with Kamazo as well. And then any other sort of like, it just kind of depends who you're playing and what kind of stuff they're playing. So at your locals, against your friends, whatever their deck is, if they are running, again, a bunch of like searchers, like the low cost, because Kamazo's good against Yamato and like Perona and the green decks as well, because they have like the continuous with the baby 5 and the just like the continuous searchers where if they rest it on, they can do that. So that way Kamazo, you can pop those as well without having to waste like an attack, so it makes it a little bit more efficient. But obviously, if you're not facing those decks regularly, then you could definitely switch Kamazo out for like Sanji if you want, or for any other kind of 2K. But again, I feel like my biggest word of advice if you want to play RP Law, it depends on the deck you want to build. 1, build around like your play style, but 2, build around the environment that you're in, because Law is still like the anti-deck where we can build around like your opponent and being able to beat them more consistently. So you're able to attack out in and out certain cards now for those matchups. So that's my biggest kind of advice, is just kind of analyze your overall sort of environment and stuff, who you're facing. And that's why for me, having Kamazo is in my like personal deck and stuff. But for you, if you're not playing those decks and stuff regularly, you don't really need Kamazo. You can swap him out for another 2K. But besides that, Shariah, I feel like, again, sort of situational thing too, where you could run 4 of Shariah, drop this law down. I just like the balance, because again, against those like green decks and some yellow, being able to play block of law, -1 down and getting rid of 2 of their cards in hand so they can't like super stall you out, I think is super helpful. And depending on where things go as well, this may become more important. But besides that, still sitting at the 6 overall with Max and Gordon. It's because for me, I feel like I only need like 1 of them in a game to be fine, especially in this build, because Ace has it built in and you get to use it twice. But overall, same thing for me, running and playtesting and everything. The Reiju edition just, it makes any build work. Like any law build, whether you run like the Hollywood film version, you want to run this version, you want any build you want, Ray just kind of makes anything work now, just because it fixes our biggest issue of burning out of cards with the card draw. Like just straight up, you get Ray in a match, and I feel like you have a good shot at winning now against anybody, because just getting those 2 additional cards is so big for us. It's absolutely massive, which I love. And then, yeah, besides that, though, for me, playing up to Kid and getting Kid set up is big, because Kid's at the 5 and the 6. So Kid's just big because shuts down yellow decks. Because, again, yellow decks like to play the boss cards, but if they play the boss cards, that means that they only can swing for 5k with their leader. and kid blocks all that to give you an extra turn and stuff like that. But besides that, the boys the same. Beppo, we still have 4, and then yeah, 4 Ain because we were playing around the ramp there. Also going second, if you don't have like the Ain to Ace read, the film law is big because if you go second, you get to drop this -2000, potentially get rid of something and go into like the boys or like Beppo or Ain as well. So that's pretty strong. So yeah, I feel like with this build, you want to go second just because of we have like the 2 reads into being able to get to ace more consistently and going from there. Because also going second, if you hit this and this, it'll still put you at the Don needed because it'll bring us back to 3, and then you'll be able to drop kid the turn after. So you'll have 2 and then kid. So that's pretty strong. But also too, depending on the pace of the game and what you have in hand, don't like worry too much if you want to play slow on your second turn to drop like just if you have Ain, you can drop Ain, get yourself the extra Don, and then play the kid, have more so you can use Gordons and Max more consistently throughout the rest of the game. But yeah, overall, Law again in the new set takes a pretty big step forward just because we get the card that fixes all of our main issue. But besides that, everything else still feels pretty good to me. Honestly, feel like we're right there. Once we get the EB set with the Kid and Killer, then we're kind of like untouchable against a lot of matchups. But same kind of end game, at least for me, how I play around Zoro is being able to hit that Zoro finisher with attacking for a bunch, and then shambles in Zoro, and then whatever active down you have left, swing at them. That's my favorite thing to do. But yeah, jump into some games and see how things go. Alrighty, we got some Ray action here. So we'll keep this because why not? Basically, playing against Ray, I'm just going to hit our ability right away here. So I'll attack them right here. So they block that. I could go... Could go Shiraya. Or I could go Zoro, but they'd have to attack Zoro here. So I'll do that, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, drop a Beppo there. Ain is kind of a little bit problematic here in this situation, but because I have Zoro, I probably won't do too much here. Alright, we get another Kamazo, which is cool. And we'll see what they're able to do. Alright, they're not doing anything there. That's fine. Playing for Judge, I guess. So I'm at 3, they're at 4. Alright, well, let me attack them 5 and 5. Alright. Attack them again 5 and 5. Okay. And then I'll attack them again 5 and 5. Alright, they're going through everything. I will drop Zoro. Attack them again 5 and 5. So they take the 1 there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. And I will bring in Ray, get 2 cards there. And now they're kind of forced to attack. But they don't have anything on the field. So I assume, yeah, they're playing to Judge. So we'll see who they attack. I mean, I could block it. Go bang, bang, bang. Because I don't really need too much here. So I'll do that. Bang, bang, bang. We'll keep the pressure on them. So they're at 6. All right, I'll attack them again here. So they're gonna be at 8. They'd have to, if I use my ability again, we get them down a good amount. Okay, so they're doing that. I will do just a bunch of 6s now. See if they have the 2K. We know, I'm assuming they have a Judge in hand. Okay, so I'll get rid of all of this. And so we get them down there. I could, where am I at? 4? I mean, I could attack here. Yeah, let's attack him again. And then I'll use my ability and bring in this Shiraya. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Bring in this Shiraya. Because even if they do drop Judge here, they can bring in the characters, but I have 5 on the board looking at them. They're going to have, yeah, they got to trash everything in life. Yeah, they didn't really get much. They only have the 1 card. So I think we're chilling here. So, yeah, we should be okay. Yeah, can't do anything. Obviously, again, if unfortunately for this matchup, like I love Ray. They're using a interesting with the Thunder Bagua going on with the counter, but obviously for me in this upcoming set, I'm definitely gonna be. These are my 2 favorite decks. Like Reiju, I think I've been having so much fun with it. But unfortunately, though, it's just literally an auto loss against Law. Again, especially if you play aggressive like this and can do what I just did. Because even if they played a judge, and they have all the German characters, if you play low enough Don, they can't minus down with the German characters to get like any of their abilities off. And if you're able to flood out the board with characters, obviously they can't get the bonus card draw going with anything. So that's pretty good. It's a pretty solid way to play. And then yeah, we had plenty of stuff set up. But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, playing in this matchup, if you are Reiju, you kind of can't win, and that sucks. But however, the good news is, if you're interested in running Reiju, I feel like not a whole lot of people are going to be jumping on the RP Law bandwagon yet until EB01 comes out. And I feel like that's when people are going to, whenever we get word on like the bands of the West and stuff, that's when people be jumping on Law. But until then, if you're going to run Reiju, which I plan to, like personally, like in all my stuff, I definitely want to make this deck that made in the previous video, like the search engine build. I've been having a lot of fun with that, and I feel like Ray is going to be pretty inexpensive too, which I'm excited for. So I'm definitely in my personal time going to be splitting time between these two because they're definitely my favorites. But Law in this matchup is just kind of untouchable. It's really it's insanely hard for. I feel like the only chance Ray has to keep up is like you have to kind of sack. I guess they didn't really have anything. Like you'd have to sack a character early turn to just use the minus down abilities to try to keep kind of close to Law. But it's so hard because just with the natural kind of progression of the game, Law's ability being -3, and then all the German characters just being -1. Like if you can't get multiple off, you're just gonna fall behind. And as soon as the difference is like the 2, it makes it really like tough. And yeah, we have the perfect little sequence there. Obviously, I'd always recommend if you're playing Law, just use your ability if you're going first, like off the rip. Whether you attack them for 8 or you have a 3 cost to play, doesn't really either is fine. I'd say I guess don't use your ability if you don't have like at least a single ramp, because being able to get away from them is massive early game, because it makes them, they can't play Ray. Can't do any Blue Ranger stuff either. They're early turn options, so they can't play either of those, and it pretty much just shuts their deck down the entire game and forces them into playing for a judge. And then if they don't get judged, they just auto lose. So that's pretty much my strats if you do play against Ray, which is unfortunate because I love Reiju. The deck is sick. It's so much fun, like when you hit and everything. But unfortunately, in this matchup, it's just kind of unwinnable for now. But again, if you're interested in Ray, though, I'd say if you're gonna try it out, this is the time to do that. But just don't play. Just hopefully you don't run into any like RP laws. All right, we got some Yamato here. Throw down Gordon right away because don't believe we have anything to worry about unless they hit like the Onami life trigger, I guess. And then we'll kind of go from there. Next turn, I'm going to drop Zoro and push the pace, because if they're going to attack us down, that'll at least give us another body already out. And then we can kind of play around all that. Because then the turn after, we go potential removal if we need to. Actually, no, we have Gordon out, so I can remove whatever. and then we can go with these two. So there's our early telegraph plays. And we'll see. Yamato in 06. Kind of a tough matchup, just if you don't get any blockers. So we'll see. I wonder if they're doing the... throwing in the Onami or something right there. So I'll attack him 5-on-5. So if they do that, then they KO Gordon, which I mean isn't the worst. Okay, they have an interesting sort of setup there. All right, interesting deck with the carrot, with the 5. Okay. All right, things I did not expect that. I haven't seen. So they made. I don't. Well, this is just. I don't know why this is in here. I guess just for the 2K counter. But at least we put them in a weird spot now, because we have Zoro threatening on the board for them to kind of attack, or they could just attack our life. So, alright, which they choose to do, which is fine. Alrighty, so now that leaves me here with 5. I could drop... Somebody make that play. Ain into Ray could be the move. So we'll attack them. I'm assuming this is going to be like Kiku or something then. Because I'm trying to think what else we could do. Unless I play slow. Problem is I don't have... If they attack for a bunch, I don't have any blockers. Which is our biggest issue here. Alright, so they do that, which is interesting. They're just playing crazy defense. So we'll attack them again. And yeah, then I'll drop 2 cards, get rid of this. Bring in Ray, because we need I need some blockers if we're gonna pull this off. So if I just put out a blocker a turn, we'll be chilling. Okay. So they do that. So I'll drop that down. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. Bring in Ray. Okay, we don't get any blockers, but I mean, their only move, I guess, is to attack for 11. I don't think 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I can't really block that. So, kind of in a bit of a situation here. Okay. They throw down the Izo. They're attacking. Alright. Didn't really expect that. So I kind of do the same thing. We drop Ain to get us up to all of that. Alright, well, I'll attack him 5. And then we know this is, yeah, Kiku. So, yeah, now not having the Gordon kind of stinks. But, oh, it is what it is. Attack him again for 5. We'll tag him again for 5. So they block that. Alright. How do I want to go about this? I kind of may need to keep the voice for so I could drop this. Alright. So I'll do that. Alright. I need to drop Ain here. So that gets us to 6. So if I go down to 3, I guess it doesn't matter because I don't really need to play Ace next turn. So I need to keep the 2K here. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of that. I'll just bring in Beppo to get us there. Alright. So I have a 2, 2, and 3 1s. So we'll see how this goes. So they're hitting the Onami. Okay. Depends what they attack with, because I just got to block one or the other. Alright, 11 on 5. And then I can block. This will be 8, so I can block that. Okay. Oh, that's fine. And then use their ability. They're attacking 8. No, we'll do that and that. And now we should be kind of chilling here. Not gonna lie. So we'll attack him 6 on 5. All right. Okay. Well, it's annoying, but it is what it is. 6 on 6. So again, they don't have anything. So there we go. Interesting. They got like a Super Wano build. They went for it all on that turn, but what? Oh, I'm using 06 stuff, my guy. I'm not using EB. It's I guess they I don't know, thought they had us or something. But I mean, they're using like a wonky deck, I guess, with that. I don't know why carrot's in here. The carrot is just for the 2K counter, I guess. But I feel like there's better 2K counters they could be running if they're gonna just only use it for 2K. Like they could have put Capone or something in there if they're doing that. Kiku was understandable, but again, against Yamato, they're very one-dimensional. Like it's just their game plan is just attack with leader. I was a little bit worried because we didn't get any kind of blockers right away, and then our blocker law was in the trash, or in our life, and then sent to the trash. But it was fine because playing around the 2K counter with the Kamazo and the boys there worked out. Because again, they're all, the flip side of it, I guess we're trying to run more defense, but they're again super one-dimensional with leader. So if you're able to flood out the board, you're gonna be attacking them a bunch anyways, and they're not built to be able to do anything about going like wide with the characters. This Yamato, it's super like again, the game plan against Yamato, because they're super one-dimensional, is get a block. You just basically need to just block one of their leader attacks, I feel like, and you're good. Is their only other play is like Hody Jones. But yeah, obviously didn't get to ace there just because we had to play a little against Yamato a little bit differently. But if they would have played slower, then we would have I would have played ace. Because if they would have tried to prioritize any kind of board control, I would have been able to play ace, and I think we still would have been fine, because then yeah, I can kind of pick them apart. But yeah, W came in just with the normal kind of play style. All right, we got some NL action. We'll see how this goes. We have the aim to ace strat, so we'll try it. We're gonna give it a old try in this one and see if it pays off for us. But kind of depends what they're running. I don't know if they have any of the new stuff, because again, the sim isn't updated at the time of me testing all the OP06 stuff. So we'll see how that goes. They don't attack. Okay. So they get the Wimpy Hoshi. I mean, I'm fine with this because, again, I'm playing ace, which I feel like they're not expecting. And wait for them to trash a Kiku. Alright, that's fine. So I assume they're going to play Gadatsu here, which is also fine. Because, again, I've got a ace coming. Oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. And then they drop Kiku. Interesting. Get us to 3 on that. Let me attack them with the 5-on-5. So they block that. Okay. We'll attack them again, 5-on-5. They take that. Oh, man, of course they get another one. Alright, well, unfortunately, I gotta get rid of one of them. So we'll do that. I can get rid of the other one next turn. I'll bring in, I'm at 4, so I can't bring in the boys, so we'll bring in Beppo here, get us back to 5. We'll play around that. Again, Kiku, the Wano cards in NL make it so much more annoying because they don't have to trash a card. That's what sucks. And now, because they have like the Yamato and Gadatsu as well, like we have to go down and then play around them getting like Kiku and stuff, which is very, very annoying. But I mean, it is what it is. We'll see what they do here. So 6-on-5. No, I'll block it with the Otama there, and then I'll force them to attack with a Kiku at least, because I have max to get rid of this. So 7-on-5. All right. So yeah, I can't do anything there. They have 5. Oh, ace? Okay. Well, that's a bit annoying, but again, it is what it is. I could drop Kid for 5, and then we get rid of... I have to use this on Stinky Kiku here. I don't want to give him a life back. I'll drop this, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. So we're at 4. About to get one back for 5. Do I want to bring this in or Ray? I'll bring in Ray. That gives me 2 more. Now I could attack this 9 on 7. So we'll try that. We have ace of our own. So cool, we get rid of it. Then I'm at 5, they're at 7. We'll launch an attack with Beppo here. Alright, so we get 1. Man, they get another trigger. Okay, cool. They did not. So we'll end it there. They're at 9. So we'll see what they do. Again, Kid's big here because as they go for the Yamato play, I get to block leader with Kid. And we'll kind of go from there. I'm going to be at 8 next turn. We'll just do that. So yeah, I assume the Yamato play. So I saw that coming, which is fine. Okay, so that puts me at 8. I can play Kid again and Shiraya, which I might do. So I'm at 8. They're at 9. All right, let's launch a 5 on 5. Just get an extra one here. See what they do out of this. So Kid for 5, and that leaves me with 3. So I could do a bunch of stuff. And then now Kamazo and the boys become the 2K counter. So we'll kind of see what they do. So they trash. Okay, I was not expecting a 7 cost for 9. Interesting. All right. I'll attack them a 7 on 5 now. So they take that. They get the Onami life trigger, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. All right. I'll attack him at 7 on 5. And that leaves me with this, because then I'm going to drop Kid. Okay, they get the Capone. Wow, okay, super, super annoying, man. So 1, 2, 3, get rid of that. I'll bring in Shiraya here, and that leaves me with 2. And I was going to attack them again, but yeah, they got the Capone bailout, which sucks, but it is what it is. Luckily, though, we have 2 Ks. So we'll just try to make it through the turn again here. So no, I'll do this and that there. They have 10. Assuming they have another Yamato and they're going to KO Shiraya. And then we kind of just have to go for it all next turn. But I do have Zoro to do the Zoro Barrage finish. So we at least have a shot. See how it goes, because we're going to be at 9. I can protect Ace. Okay, they play Raigo. Alright. They only use him 4, though. Okay. Well, I have Shiraya, though, is what I don't think they realized. They KO'd the wrong guy. So I do that and that. Okay, so that gets us there, and yeah, I guess we're just we'll start with 7 on 5 and see what happens. So they block that. Okay, I could, can 7 to 6, no, 7 to 5, and then we launch a bunch of attacks onto this. I could do that to get rid of that. All right, which I may try, I guess. Or we can still see what happens. So I'm at 9, they're at 10. We'll attack them 6 on 5. See what happens. So they block that. Okay, so now if I drop this all the way down, I can attack it 3 times. And so we'll do that there. And then I'll deploy this onto over Beppo, drop that down. So they're at 5. Alright, so we'll attack him 5 on 5. Oh, okay. So we get them down there. So they're at 2. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave them there. So they don't have any counter then, I'm assuming. All right, well, we just got to survive this turn. And then we're kind of chilling. So 5 on 5. If they drop something crazy, I guess I'll just sack. So I feel like if they play Yamato, I'll just sack this. Let's see if we can make the read. Okay, never mind. They're playing ace. Okay, 12 on 7. All right. Okay, so I think we can do this here. So we'll do 7 on 5. As I'm at full Don, we have Zoro for the end game. Unless they get something crazy. Alright, we'll try it again, 7 on 5. See what they can do. Okay, well, that's fine. Because now they do that. Alright, okay, so we get them there. For that, I guess it doesn't matter again. Oh, oops. So we'll attack him again, 5 on 5. Alright, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Bring in Zoro. Load it up for fun. Throw it on Zoro. Blast him 11 on 5. And yeah, GG's. That's a marathon against the Enel there. Like that was a lot. A lot of shenanigans there. Didn't expect the Reiju. What I guess that was the EB card I'm looking at. And then they have this Charlotte in here, which didn't expect either. But I mean, it's definitely something in a little bit different. But oh, okay, they're gone. I probably would have played them after my monologue here, but just to get the NL reps, even though they were running like the new stuff. But regardless, though, we got the victory. Again, that's what's going to be very annoying though in the future is NL's going to be running 2 aces. I feel like they may run this one, and then they're getting that 10 drop ace, which is very, very strong. But again, it's pretty much, I feel like our strategy is still the same against NL. Is you're wanting to play, just go as wide as possible. And just so you can swing. Because again, to set them up for the end, you need, like, again, minimum 2 characters. But you need more than that because they have so much random stuff to be able to block out and counter. And then this guy was running, again, he had the 2Ks. He got the Capone there, which saved him, helped him stall a little bit. But again, for me, it's just playing around that kind of stuff. You could keep him at the 2 life as well if you're thinking about them playing Yamato, because then if they do drop Yamato, they don't get the extra life trigger. But it just kind of depends on the game flow for you and how many characters you have on the board. But yeah, we're able to do that. And then they're playing around some of the new stuff with the Namis. Luckily, we didn't have to worry about the stuff too many. The cards I'm worried about as well that will make NL such a tough matchup is because of like the Kiku and the cards like that, the life triggers where they don't have to trash anything. Because to play against them, we need to avoid like their on play, like with the Yamato and Gadatsu. That then gives them the chance of hitting this the life trigger here, and then again with like Nami and stuff like that. So luckily though, in this build with Onami, Ace is immune to any of their shenanigans. So that's the biggest plus I feel like for playing towards Ace. But yeah, aim to Ace working here. That was perfect. Glad to get to demonstrate the aim to Ace, and against NL, it worked out for us. And this is kind of like the marathon sort of match. We made it to a turn 7, which is you know, normally not the best for us, but based on how the game goes, we're playing with crazy high Dawn, so we were going well. And then we got them down low in cards and stuff too. But yeah, pretty good little go around, like if you're still wanting to run ace, it still works. It still is fine. If like again, going second and hitting the aim to ace strat is it's insanely strong. It's really strong, just depending on who you're playing against. But obviously, again, it's a preference thing whether you like ace or not. But yeah, having fun getting back into the swing of things. Hopefully, yeah, once things get updated, we'll be able to do more consistent testing and not have to worry about like the EB cards and get to play around what's going to be in front of us for the next couple months before the EB set drops. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But also though, it is fun getting wins with the 06 version of Law against like the future version decks that we were playing against. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.